Hello, welcome back again to today's daily read. Today's daily read. Well, today's daily read is simply this. There is a book in Proverbs, you have 31 chapters. That means that if you are just beginning to want to read your Bible or want to have a personal Bible study, you can go on ahead and with just the book of Proverbs, go on ahead and have a study moment and a study time and set aside a time every day for you to read just that one chapter. So we're starting with Proverbs. So today's daily read is Proverbs. What's today's date? The 19th. So all we do is we simply open up our Bible, whether it's a King James, an NIV, and we go ahead and we turn to Proverbs, the chapter 19. Now I'm reading from the New International Version of King James. So we're going to go ahead and get right into there. Starting with chapter number 19, Proverbs chapter number 19, verse number 1. Better a poor man whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. It is not good to have zeal without knowledge, nor to be hasty and miss the way. A man's own folly ruined his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. Let's read that again. A man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. Wealth brings many friends, but a poor man's friends desert him. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who pours out lies will not go free. That's a good one. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who pours out lies will not go free. That's real good. That's better than karma. Many curry favor with rulers, and everyone is the friend of a man who gives gifts. A poor man is shunned by all his relatives. How much more do his friends avoid him? Though he pursues them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. He who gets wisdom loves his own soul. He who cherishes understanding prospers. Let's read that again. That's a golden nugget. He who gets wisdom loves his own soul. He who cherishes and understanding prospers. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who pours out lies will perish. There we go again. You hear that again. That's the second time. In principle, in spirit, when you hear two things mentioned, remember the principle of frost of the principle of first mention. That means to pay attention. Pay attention. Message. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes? Hmm. A man's wisdom give him patience. It is to his glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish son is his heart's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like a constant dripping. Mm, look like this chapter talking about lying on innocent people and being a fool. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Let's read that one again. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on a deep sleep, and the shiftless man goes hungry. He who obeys instructions guard his life, but he who is contemptuous of all his ways will die. He who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward him for what he has done. Discipline your son, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to his death. Oh, my Lord. For all those parents out there that don't believe in discipline, let's read that one again. Or say, I'm not going to discipline you like my mother disciplined me. Discipline your son, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to his death. A hot tempered man must pay the penalty. If you rescue him, you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end, you will be wise. Let's read that again. That's verse number 20. Listen to advice and accept instruction, and in the end, you will be wise. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. That's number 21. That's another great one. Let's read that again. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. What a man's desire is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. Flog a marker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke a discerning man, and he will gain knowledge. He who robs his father and drives out his mother is a son that brings shame and disgrace. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the knowledge, from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulp down evil. Penalties are prepared for markers, and beatings for the backs of fools. Let's read that one more time. Verse number 29. Penalties are prepared for the markers, and beatings for the backs of fools. This has been the Daily Read, Proverbs chapter number 19, with a bunch of good, great, awesome nuggets in it about fools and liars. Once again, if you need a place to start reading or just want to spend that time with God, tune in every day when you get your daily read. The days just happen to be Proverbs chapter number 19. Well, that's been my time. Remember, this is Roger. If you don't see the change you want to become, then it's time for you to become the change. You guys go and be blessed.